Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and another Democrat who was at the top of the Trump impeachment chain is gone. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. It was a big deal for Democrats. They wanted to be on top of the Trump impeachment. They wanted their name in lights, right? They wanted their name in lights. They wanted to be known as the people who took down Trump. But it never happened. Trump did leave the White House in 2020 after an election and then came back in 2024. And let's face it, he's on his revenge tour. Now, last week you learned about a different representative, Al Green in Texas, who still tries to file articles of impeachment against Trump. His district's been completely erased. He's gone. And now one of the guys, I call him Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, Jerry Nadler, he's outie. He has announced that he is retiring from Congress, probably because he realizes he may never be in the majority again and realizes that Trump's policies are taking effect and there's nothing he can do about it except look ridiculous and complain. But there's another problem. These Democrats in New York, they're the first to feel the wave of these highly progressive Mandomni, AOC type of Democrats who are probably going to come in and fill their place. Now, these people are quasi-communist, definitely socialist. And it's going to be a situation where we're actually wishing we still had Jerry Nadler and people like him. Because these people, but you know, in a sense, it's good. Let this country finally decide between communism and capitalism. It's been an ongoing battle. Let's have the decision right now. I feel very confident that capitalism will win, provided we don't really have stupid people in this country. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Have trouble defending these issues. And we saw in Washington some news that happened overnight yesterday, kind of surprised all of us. Longtime Democrat Congressman Jerry Nadler, who has been in Congress for as long as I can remember, and I've been in D.C. for 30 years, is not going to seek re-election. He is saying this to the New York Times about why he's getting out. He says, watching the Biden thing really said something about the necessity for generational change in the party. And I think I want to respect that. A younger successor can maybe do better, can maybe help us more. I'm not saying we should change over the entire party, but I think a certain amount of change is very helpful, especially when we face the challenge of Trump in his incipient fascism, taking a shot there.
So watching Biden's decline was a factor for him. In 2019, he was rushed to the hospital after almost collapsing at a press conference. He's been caught dozing off multiple times at the House Judiciary Committee hearings in recent years. And Lawrence, he helped to try and impeach Trump 2 times.
Mm-hmm. So Zohran Mamdani, who was of that younger generation that he was essentially alluding to, this is what he had to say in a statement. For more than 30 years, when New Yorkers needed a champion, we have turned to Jerry Nadler. And he has delivered for us time and time again. Jerry stood alongside gays and trans Americans when it was politically unpopular, voted with courage, not calculus, against the Iraq War and the Patriot Act, stood steadfast alongside the first responders and families sickened after 9/11, and led efforts to hold a lawless Trump administration accountable. Few leaders possess his record and principled progressivism, and fewer can claim to have made such an enduring impact on the fabric of our city. So I guess the big question, is this the move now for Democrats to retire? Okay, I get it. Both political parties, there's some statesmen and women that can retire because they've been their way too long. But are you going to pass the torch to the progressive wing of the party, which has the energy? Because on a national stage, there's not a lot of Americans that are going to vote for a Zohran